Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.
What I have in my folder is a photo of you with sunglasses, not wearing a hat, but like a kind of I don't know, a bandana of sorts. You're with a woman who's also smiling at the photographer, wearing glasses. You're on the ski hill, because behind you, out of focus, is you can just see some pines. There's blue sky with a bit of cloud, but you can definitely see the packed snow. And this looks like alpine, like skiing, like skiing, not cross-country skiing. The sun is hitting you. It looks like afternoon light. It's coming from the side. You're wearing a sort of a kind of blue-gray coat, and the woman. I mean, you guys are in each other's personal space, so I would assume you guys know each other very well. She's wearing a kind of a plum kind of jacket. Okay, Russell, what is this?
Are you a writer?
What?
That was
Me?
a beautiful description. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful description. It was the listeners know exactly what you're looking at. That was great.
Oh, thank you. Or listen to you. You're great. Okay, thank you. I do write, yes. So what am I looking at? Why is this important?
I'm standing next to my wife of 41 years.
Respect.
We are snow skiing in Crested Butte, Colorado, 14,000 feet. We have all three of our children with us. They're all adult children.
Yep.
They're all over 30. And spouses. And that picture represents to me, okay, I was about 64 when I took this picture, when this picture was taken. I spent the day, that whole day, with the exception of the moments when this picture was made, actually with my youngest adult son, who was 30 years old. We skied the mountain, and the joke behind this was a few weeks before this, I had been on the racquetball court and thought I was really looking great and tearing everybody up, and I walked off the court, and this older man said, "That's pretty good for a man your age." So
Okay.
I told my kids that, and we laughed. And my son my son and I are skiing down the mountain, and he made the comment, "I hope a man your age can stay with me." And I skied him into the ground that day. And the whole day I was waiting for him at the bottom of the mountain when he came down and said, "You can't even keep up with a man my age."
Okay, I have to interrupt. Okay, I'm a shitty host in a way because I interrupt. I don't ask questions. Okay, so I'm 51 and I do Muay Thai and I do lots of sports. I do jiu-jitsu. I do lots of cycling, and I thoroughly believe in the importance of hard physical effort. I love the fact that you schooled your son. You know, good for you. Well done.
And I hope he's listening to this.
and
David?
So, David, no, respect, okay? This is not personal. The other thing that I love is that we're talking skiing. I'm from Montreal, Canada, right? Where 6 months of the year it's freezing, right? And so snowboarding, skiing, that whole thing, that's my baseline, right? That's my happy comfort place.
It's one of my baselines too, brother.
And I love the fact that as you're saying this, it's coming with a West Texas accent that is just so great.
By the way, West Texas is only 5 hours from the Rockies.
Okay. So you see, yeah, take me to school. I'm an idiot. Okay. Nice.
So 5 hours from where I grew up, you're at Taos, which is the steepest ski slopes in North America.
Oh, geez. Okay. I had no idea. Amazing. And I love the fact, so would you describe yourself? I've been described as a romantic, okay? Because I'm all about sensation and really steeping myself in feeling and just the goodness of life and all that stuff. Even when life is around me is really awful. So when I hear you talk and I see this photo and I just get your vibe, like, what is your relationship to love?
Okay, this is a paradox, right? Here we go. I practiced for 40 years divorce law in Houston, Texas.
What?
I was, and people didn't hire me to have nice divorces. People hired me for war.
Right.
Right.
You are a
Sometimes
paradox.
people would hire me to talk them out of getting married.
Wow.
So
Wow.
the thing is, in fact, my wife used to hate this joke. I used to tell her my job was to putting love together, not old love, but new love.
Mm.
She hated that joke.
Mm.
So that's the paradox. I have all this romantic stuff, but for 41 years, it's because I love the courtroom and I love the battle. It's a
Who
rush.
are you, Russell? Who are
It's
you?
a rush.
What? Who are you?
Yes.
You know,
It's
I
a
have no.
rush.
Okay. So for the listener, the face I'm looking at is this man with this really beautiful gray beard. You got your glasses. You're red faced. You have like you're beaming. We're looking at these images of you living life to the full. I project onto you like, oh, of course, Proust and Cubism and all this stuff. And I'm just like, of course, you must be this and that. Like, what's your response to love? And you're just like, well, I'm a lawyer and my brain works like this and you know nothing. And I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. This is amazing. Okay, so wait. So, okay, are you a writer?
Yes. In fact, I have one book out that we just set out a second edition. It's Murder for Me. It's a murder thriller. And what I'm really excited about is in October, I have another one coming out, Murder by Storm. And why I'm excited about it was, I've been living most of my life raising my children in Houston. I've actually ridden out 5 hurricanes.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
have you ever ridden out a hurricane?
So in Hong Kong, they have typhoons, which is a hurricane.
I
Just a
know.
different part of the world. So
Yes. It goes the other way.
exactly, super typhoons. So yeah, I've seen my share of destruction. One of the guests I had years ago was one of his photos was about Hurricane Harvey. So take
I
it from
lived
there.
through Hurricane Harvey.
Right.
I lived through it. I lived downtown in a high rise during Harvey,
Oh wow.
where they took the refugee center was across the park. So for the 5 to 7 days the hurricane sat on top of Houston, I would
Yeah.
walk across the park every day and help the refugees. It changed my life. And
Oh
then
wow.
after the hurricane left, I spent weeks re-gutting uh, people's strangers' homes that had
Yep.
no family to help them, no friends to help them, and we would gut their homes so that they could start the repair. And
Yes.
just complete strangers. It changed my life.
Right.
And so when I was writing the sequel to my novel, I wanted to record all the amazing things that I saw, witnessed, and was involved in during the Hurricane Harvey.
Oh
So I
wow.
put them in the book.
Okay. Okay.
So the book is a murder thriller during a hurricane.
Wow. Wow.
So all the amazing stuff I saw, like when you see a manhole explode and a water fountain come exploding out of the manhole 2 stories high, that's
Wow.
something you don't forget that, and
No,
you don't
no.
want to forget it. And so I wanted to write about it, or the way complete strangers all over a city just helps each other and risk themselves to help other. That moves your soul,
No, for
and
sure.
it's something I wanted to record. So I put it in the book.
Amazing. Okay, so I've been to Houston once. Houston. Yeah, that was a really good week I had of kind of just exploring. My friend who was on the podcast, who, basically talked about his house being damaged and having strangers come in and help him gut his house and build it. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe that was you. Who knows? And okay, so as we're saying this, and I'm getting excited by talking to you because I love your energy. I'm looking at the photo of you and your wife smiling in the sun, skiing. Okay, how do we go back to that photo and say, I mean, when I asked you at first to describe it, it was basically you said, well, it's because I took David to school and I taught him about how even at my age, I'm putting that in quotes, you can still kick some butt, right? Be it on the squash court or while skiing. So
It's like Dylan Thomas. So when I quoted Dylan Thomas, "Do not go gentle in the good night."
yeah.
Yeah, that's David's father raging against the dying of the light. I'm going to, until they have to carry me down a mountain, I'm going to enjoy every moment of it.
Right. I love it. I love it. Yeah, look, we are truly brothers. Do you have any siblings?
I have 3 sisters.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm your older brother. So my mentality, my psychology is,
You're my younger brother, maybe my son.
now hold on a second. That's if you look at things chronologically. But in terms of what my character is like, I like my caring disposition, or empathy, or whatever is I relate to people as if I was their older brother, even though I'm younger or whatever. So one of my longest clients at work was one of the founders of DHL. He's in his 70s, clearly older, mentor. But I think one of the reasons why we got along really well was that my relationship, my way of relating to him was that he was my younger brother in terms of the care, in terms of the...
Okay, well, that's just beautiful. That's beautiful.
Aw. Well, okay, so first of all, this is going to be a really out there question. Does your wife have a name?
Melinda.
Melinda, thank you. Okay, so Melinda is in the photo with you. You guys are skiing. How often do you guys... I mean, you've been married, you said 41?
41 years.
41 years. Nice.
And I was a divorce lawyer.
I know. And you was a divorce lawyer. I love it. I love it. Okay. So you now live in Georgia together, I assume. So how do you guys make every second count on the side of this hill in Georgia?
Well, we're still traveling. Like, there's still places that we need to go. I need to be. Like, we spent October in Japan.
Oh, nice.
It was the first time I've ever been to Japan. Tokyo. And the thing about Japan, it's a lot like China. If you're from America, you read about it, you think you know it, you think
right.
you may even be a snob about how much you know about it. You don't know it till you're there, till you see the people, you get your hands in the mud. And it looks the same, but it's not. It's completely different. But the subtlety and the subtle ways that it's completely different, the only way you're going to know it is if you're in it.
I agree.
And that was true about China. It was true about India. It's true about most places I've gone. And I got to tell you, I was stunned at what I thought I knew and I had no idea about Japan.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know, but I thought I was an expert before I went.
How sweet. Well, okay, let's move on to the next. It's a sweet naivete. Well, okay, let's move on to the next photo.
Okay.
So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.